halfway home on the high school football season. A little of everything so far. It was wet and wild a week ago. One of the games of the year lived up to the hype. And our reality recruits are playing well. This guy remembers the high school days.
That was the biggest thing in my life in high school, all these game days.
These kids don't want to ever forget them. So buckle up the chin strap, bear down, and find a dance partner. It's homecoming at St. John's Country Day.
This is your time. This is your homecoming. All the pageantry is there. We've had a good time all this week in school, but now it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Are you guys ready to do this? Yes.
This is the Subway Restaurant's Friday Night Blitz on WAWS Fox 30, an Action News special.
Oh, there they are. It's St. John's Country Day inside the locker room. Thanks for letting us come in there. They touched the board, they touched the pin there, and then head out to the field and play a football game against Temple Christian, and that is going to be our game of the week. Well, it's that homecoming time of year, and we'll get into district play full go next week. Believe it or not, folks, Week 5 already, almost halfway through this year. Hello and welcome to the Subway Restaurant's Friday Night Blitz. I'm Brent Martineau. You know how we get it rolling with our Safe Touch security highlights in 45 seconds or less. We're pushing it big time tonight. 18 games is our goal. That's a lot of games. If you haven't figured it out yet, we love to put you on TV. Roll the DVR because you might get some FaceTime, and I don't have time to make you a DVD. One of our reality recruits commits to college. We'll hang out with the kids from Bartram Trail in a bit as well. But over in Orange Park, tonight's game of the week, St. John's Country Day and Temple Christian. They hit the computer and the text messaging a bunch to get to this spot. The Temple Christian Soldiers on the opening drive of the game in the white there. Look at that move by Aaron Carpenter. Curtis Williams after Aaron Carpenter dumped it off. Nice moves, huge yards. Finally tackled inside the 5. Temple would punch it in, go up 8-0. There they have the ball again. Second quarter, toss out to Williams in the open field. But watch this. Oh, the ball comes loose. NFL film style right there. Boom, boom, boom. Tony Ranieri recovers, and St. John's Country Day in business. St. John's Country Day capitalizes on the turnover. Patrick Harding, inside handoff, scores. It's 8-7. Soldiers come right back. Watch this. Jump pass. Carpenter to Patrick Nelson, and he takes it in for a touchdown. That's a good-looking play. Get out of our cameraman's way. Get out of PCAT's way. Temple Christian goes up 14-7, and they win the game 28-22. Turns out to be a dandy of a game of the week. Now, here's how the voting went down. Temple and St. John's Country Day, invisible the early part of the week. Then they just went nuts. 11,000 votes. They get 50% of the total. I don't know what's going on here these days, but we love it. Almost 23,000 votes cast, which is a pretty awesome thing. We've got some beauties next week, too, so get voting right away. I'm telling you right now, I don't think the kids from these schools can get the 23,000 votes from now until Thursday at midnight, but hey, that's the challenge for you. Let's see what you got. An unprecedented move. We're putting Fleming Island in for the 3rd straight week. And no, I don't know anyone over there. They've just had some good scheduling going on, which means some tough football games. You folks are already liking the Text to Vote campaign. Keep it up. The number to text, 45548. If you text the word all games, it tells you how to vote. And you can vote on the web, of course, actionnewsjax.com. Go to our Friday Night Blitz page. All right, we take care of that business, and now we just play some more football. Who made the schedule, by the way, for Fleming Island? Bowls last week, Orange Park, and at First Coast. 3 successive weeks. Wow, last week they lost by 4 at Bowls. Next week, well, we don't know yet. But let's find out how that Orange Park High School game went. And, well, it wasn't as close as advertised, and that was good for the team in green. Fleming Island in control when we got there, 20-0. Second quarter, Golden Eagles were using their weapons. Franz Caudio down the seam, nice catch from Dante Roberts, picks up 25, and then a couple plays later, they pitch it to Caudio. He goes around the left end. Looks like they could have called it a touchdown, but they would punch it in anyway, 27-0. Golden Eagles next possession. Look at this, Kent Miner. He is coming right at you after he broke through the line of scrimmage. And that, too, would set up another touchdown. They would go on to win big tonight. Golden Eagles bounce back in a big way, 48-21. To the west side we go. Ed White Mandarin Reginald Veals takes the handoff, goes around the outside, and scores for Ed White. This team can run the football and put up ridiculous numbers. Mustangs at the 1. Brandon Luke calls his own number, takes it in on the quarterback sneak. Mandarin's been having a tough season so far, and that continued. Ed White wins 56-36, 92 points combined. North Marion, a good team from Georgia against Corky Rogers Bowles team. North Marion scores first. Reggie Wilkinson to Latori Pittman. He's going to Florida, by the way, a big-time commitment, and that's a touchdown for the visitors. They're up top early, but it was all Bowles after that. On the ensuing kickoff, beauty of a night, by the way, since we can talk about things like that on a kickoff. Watch Tim Betros. He finds some running room, a lot of real estate, and picks up a good chunk of yardage, about 65 yards we counted, and that set up a DJ Stewart touchdown run. We're all tied up at 7. Later on in the first, keep that mouthpiece in there, DJ. Milton Ravel, he scores on a short, nice cutback to get in the end zone there, 14-7 at the end of 1 for Bowles. And then watch Ravel again. He breaks through, and see you later. Slips a couple tackles, 35-7. Bowles looking good. We keep rocking and rolling down to St. Johns County. Creekside welcoming Episcopal. Looks nice and relaxed. Relaxed there, Coach. Pick it up in the second. Luke Del Rio back to pass, finds Daniel McCarthy, and he does the rest. Eagles out in front, 24-17. In a shootout, time winding down in the half. Tommy Openshaw, 56-yard field goal. He tried a 77-yarder last week. This one, he makes it from 56 yards, 24-20 Episcopal at the half. Now, that's a field goal worth showing. The Knights keep pouring it on. Adam Sandin finds Mitchell Renda in the end zone. What a throw and catch. Good camera work, too. Creekside led it 34-24 at that point, and they win it by 10, 41-31. All right, to Duval County we go. The Englewood cheerleaders trying to get their fans to help them out. You got to help them out. Start during the second quarter. Atlantic Coast up big. Hard for Englewood to get anything going. Jordan DeSiena hands off to Michael Hannon. Tackle for a loss by Teldon Cobbs. And then 4th down for Atlantic Coast. Matt Kramer. Well, that was a safety, and that was the only 2 points Englewood would get. Then we got some big licking going on. Jordan DeSiena to Michael Hannon, but DeWitt Hughes almost depleted him, and Atlantic Coast wins 51-2. All right, where's our next stop? Look at Bishop Kenny. The fans always riled up. Starting the third, BK's John Wolford to Ahmad Fullwood, and he will run the remaining 45 yards for a Crusaders touchdown. These two have hooked up 14 times this year in 5 games. Incredible. Wolford then fakes a handoff. Short toss to Brad Davis. And then number 42 moves the feet in a quick manner. That, too, would be a touchdown. Extra point no good. 27-7, though. Bishop Kenny rolling. Wolford to Fullwood. Get used to it. It's going to happen all year. Bishop Kenny beats Ridgeview 34-7. Sandalwood and Parker rip through that thing. Saints trying to bounce back from last week's loss, and they do it in a big way. Parker Bain finds Eric McFarland on the sidelines, and McFarland gets in the end zone. 7-0. Saints in the lead. Still in the first, Bain to Trey Alipio. And you're not going to beat him to the zone. 14-0 Saints. And how about one more time? Bain hooks up with Javon Griffin, sharing the ball. Nice job, Parker. Way to have you handle your friends. They like that. Throwing the football. More people involved, the better. 56-8. Sandalwood beats Parker. All right, let's check in with one of our 3 reality recruits. It was visitation and decision time for Bobby Walker this week. The Bartram Trail wide receiver verbally committing to play football next year at Troy in Alabama. He chose the Bama school over Illinois and Southern Miss. Thursday night was hangout time for Bobby and some teammates. They all got together at Nate Peterman's house for some pregame laughs and some video games.
You know, it's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders now. I can just, focus on, getting my team to a state championship. If you was here when everybody got here, I would have beat you right now. But now you got to sit here and wait for your turn to get whooped, just like everybody else. Now, let me just show y'all my mad skills right here. Look at this. First play of the game, untouched. Untouched. You ought to be embarrassed, boy. You ought to be embarrassed.
Hey, Bobby.
He finna get.
Mom and Dad excited?
Yeah, they're real excited. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Thank you. Watch this right here. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
Told you, man. Don't never count me out.
If you play the full game, you got to smack off the ED up real quick.
Why did you do it so quick?
I just really kind of wanted to get it out of the way now.
How about you guys? Think you made a good choice?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, for sure. Chosen perfect fit. Chosen perfect fit.
All right, well, let's take it to the Fletcher game. This is Fletcher, not Lee versus Bartram Trail. Okay, wait, we have the Bartram Trail game. All right, let's see how reality recruits did tonight. We'll get back to that Fletcher game in a moment. Bartram Trail hosting Lee. First offensive play of the game, Nathan Peterman hooks up with our other reality recruit, Jared Crump. These two have hooked up a bunch this year, too. Takes it to the house. Good work, boys. Bears lead 7-0. Then, on the kickoff, Ulysses Bryant has it for Lee. Picks up some blocks.